Hey, what's poppin' pie people? Picasso, and I'm doing an update of my Toy Story collection. Now, this video wasn't supposed to be out till a few days after Christmas. Reason being is because then I would get a lot of stuff I needed for my collection, because my other video, you guys were saying how I didn't have Jessie, I didn't have Bullseye, Bo Peep, Rocky were absent. And to that I have to say, I have got a few of those characters now, but Jessie and Bullseye. Now, I'm not a fan of Jessie, and I don't really care for Bullseye, so yeah, that's kind of my excuse for them. And a lot of other characters that were in Toy Story 4, I'm not the biggest fan of Toy Story 4. I think it is the weakest of the series, and was quite disappointing. Still a good movie, about a 7 out of 10, but not 10 out of 10s or 9 out of 10s like the other three. So anyway, let's get into this update. So first of all, we're going to start off with Woody. Loads of people told me it's actually the playtime version of Woody. And yes, I do write my name on all of their feet, or for the main characters at least. But yeah, so you guys seen the Woody. I have turned off his pull string because it's a nuisance. But yeah, so playtime version of Woody. Buzz, on the other hand, is actually been modded a bit. I did take his helmet off because he does look better, and in 2 and 3 he's never really got his helmet on. Wings still pop out. He is scratching a bit on the back, quite unfortunately, but that's just because it's how he's been used for stop motion, and he's fallen out of the window once or twice. But yeah, that's Buzz, and I've got my initials on Buzz. He didn't get the same treatment as Woody. Next up, Rex. Rex, probably the best version, or second best for what's called putting on the shelf, because Collection Rex exists. But the Collection Rex is all electronic, and this is just your normal plastic version of Rex. His arms are kind of a weird rubber, probably because they are really small, you want them to break off. And like in Toy Story 3, his tail can come off. And I did notice in Toy Story 1, Andy has his tail on like this. He doesn't have it on all the way. So when you see him complaining to Woody about how he's trying to be scary, you see him walk away like this. Next is the really small plastic ham. He is an actual piggy bank, so you can put money in there. But sometimes, there you go. He's just got an all plastic cork that I will probably change in the near future. But apart from that, he's an okay size. He definitely needs to go up a bit more. But other than that, he works fine. Probably the best version of ham out there, unless you want to use the big Disney one. Disney Store one. That's actually ceramic. Here is Toy Story 4 version of Slinky. His slink's still intact from the last video, so I'm quite happy about that. Apart from it's a bit stretched out at the back here from Operation Pool Toy. But speaking of Operation Pool Toy, and when I did the moving band stop motion, I have the Slinky from that. He looks a bit more in toy mode since his eyes are centered, but his slink is jacked up. But yeah, he fell out the window one too many times and stretches very far, but he did his job. I still keep him around because there's nothing really wrong with it other than that. But yeah, that's Stunt Double Slinky and normal Slinky. Next is my infamous Mr. Potato Head, and yeah, he looks really accurate. I'm still not finished with him, still need to do the body, so I can do part 3 on that. He looks really good from all angles. I separated the eyes and the feet and everything, and last time he was using classic parts, and I switched him over with collection parts now and updated his eyebrows. He does have his extra pair of shoes and his angry eyes. Well, that was a bit of a fail, but these are his extra pair of shoes and his angry eyes, and I will take him all apart. Anyway, that's what he looks like completely taken apart. And for those who are new, yes, the eyebrows are magnets. Here's the old Collection Potato Head body. And here is the actual Collection Potato Head. His parts are, these are not pegs, but kind of like clips. So yeah. And we have Mrs. Potato Head, same thing. And I am happy these two are the same size. But she's just the same as Mr. Potato Head, just the female equivalent. And she is still not finished with the modifications. Same to change the body and to change the eyes, and may change the mouth and ears. Here's all 3 of the space aliens. The one that's closest to toy mode, this with his arm out, I don't like this one that much. And this is in, I guess, the right pose. Back for you. Here's Forky. Bo Peep's sheep. Their name's like Billy Goat Gruff, which doesn't make sense. Billy Goat Gruff were goats in Little Goat Gruff. They crossed the bridge in the troll. So they just wanted to shoehorn a name in, so making merchandise would be easier for these guys. And I don't like how they look, nothing like how they did in number 1 and number 2. And they came with this really nice looking collection Bo Peep. I don't really use this thing much because it never wants to stand up. It will always fall over. So yeah, but that's Bo Peep. I have Baby Ham. I also have the really tiny robot about the size of my hand. I do have the Blind Squirrel props robot. Cost me a fortune, this thing. You have to build it as well, which just adds to the chaos. Back can come off. I did ask the guy how much it would be for another visor, because obviously he sends them to you and you have to cut them yourselves, which is a pain. Very difficult for me. I asked him how much, he said it was 50 quid. My jaw kind of dropped at that. So yeah, the paint is very rough, but best I could do. I kind of rushed it at the time. I was very excited for it. The head does turn, and he does go back and forth. The wheels do move. So yeah, that's Robot. Another thing, he's breaking there, and that's not by my doing. He literally sits on the shelf unless I need him for stop motions. So that's quite unfortunate. He's also bigger than he should be for the movie. So Mr. Spell, on the other hand, made by Blind Squirrel Props, is a massive improvement compared to the robot. It's sturdy, it looks really good. Yes, I had to construct it and paint it, but it's so much so much better. You can actually kind of use it as a toy if you really wanted to. But yeah, so thanks Blind Squirrel Props for improving with your Mr. Spell. But remember, this is just a prop and the buttons don't actually work. Bucket O Soldiers is next. Comes with 70 soldiers and 2 paratroopers. You can tell Sarge from the rest because I made him a bit more shinier, so I can always pick out who's Sarge. We have Roly Poly, the Roly Poly Clown. Got him from like Bashford, something like that. Made the Troikers as well. Very high price for these, so keep that in mind if you ever want these guys. But he does work, and he does spin, and he's made from a very good wood and paint. Speaking of the Troikers, here they are. They look super nice. They all fit inside one another. These two won't stand up on carpet, so I've just put this little anchor template underneath just to keep them up. But yeah, they look really good, very nicely detailed. The dog, the cat, the duck, the fish, and the bug. So yeah, very good. We have Hockey Puck. He's just a hockey puck with potato head hands and rocky feet. Used for one joke in the movie. Here we have the Funko Pop Wheezy. He'll be getting replaced by a different Wheezy soon, very soon. So yeah, he's just making do for now. I am not a fan of Funko Pops personally. This plastic feels really bad, and he's kind of a silver, not a black. There's his microphone. Speaking of microphones, we have Mr. Mike. He's so big he doesn't want to fit in there, but this is the original version of Mr. Mike. He still works, and I love it a lot. He's got the on and off symbol, which is very rare, and yeah, I got him about almost a year ago. I've only been collecting for about a year now, not even that. It's a bit under a year. So yeah, I got him for Christmas last year. I got him as an early Christmas present a few days before Christmas, and yeah, he looks really good. Here we have a snake, again just a jointed snake. We have a Toy Story Replicas troll. Very common Disney on Ice Lenny. You see loads of these guys on eBay, and he kind of works as a pair of binoculars. Doesn't wind up though. We have Sensei. I know it's not the exact movie one. I don't care. He's just a background character, and I'm happy him just being the Dr. Zeus one. I had too many comments complaining about that last time. Peas in the Pod. I've had these for years. They weren't in the other collection video because I forgot they were Toy Story. But yeah, I've had these guys for ages. They've just kind of sat on my bed as just kind of decoration. They can come out, and yeah, I got this at the Disney store years ago. Here we have the very slow collection RC. Still looks very accurate to the movie, but he is still incredibly slow. The Brush It Off props Rocky, he's quite big, but he would not stand up for the life of him because his feet they're kind of connected in the most awkward way possible, but it is accurate, so I don't mind. Little Tug's fire truck, pretty simple, has 4 of the firefighters. One of the first things I got. Actually, the Mr. Mike was the first thing I got for the collection, fun fact. Some really expensive Total Tots from Toy Story 1, and I have the ones from Toy Story 2. These are just some spare ones I own. I have real Etch-a-Sketch. I do like the back black. I thought that was cool. Barrel of Monkeys. Duke Kaboom. No, you're breathtaking. And Stretch. And I have Evil Dr. Porkchop's a ship and a cup. I got that cup from the cinema when seeing Toy Story 4. So that's my Toy Story collection. On Christmas Day probably would mark the date of year of collecting. I've been collecting these for basically a year now. My goal was to get all of Andy's toys. I've almost done that, just missing Jessie, Bullseye, Mr. Shark, and the better version of Wheezy. Will I be selling these? Probably not. These have definitely grown on me over the years, and I'm very proud of my collection. If you want to speak to me, or if you want to speak to anyone else who collects Toy Story, in the description there will be a link to my Discord server. So you can come talk to me, and there'll also be my Discord tag, so you can just privately message me if you want. If you want to see any just videos finalizing on one character, like if you just see a video on Snake, Rex, Potato Head, or just a character with one focus, a video with one character focus, I can do that. Just leave a comment. Before you start spamming in the comments, where did I get stuff? Most of this stuff is from eBay. Just go on eBay, look for the character, and if you can't find it, then just keep searching until you end up finding it. My favourite character here is definitely Mr. Potato Head, and my least favourite is it'll probably be Jessie when I get her. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this update. I want you to have a great evening, night, day, whatever you're watching this, and I will see you if you want to message me or in the next video. Goodbye.